Welcome to my channel Learnovate. In this video, we will going to discuss about the mediastinum. The mediastinum, that is a connective tissue, or you can say the mass of tissue between the two pleural cavities. The mediastinum is the medial part of the cavity or the tissue that is present in the thoracic wall between the two lungs and anterior to the mediastinum. Here it is a lateral view of a mediastinum that is shown the cavity between the two lungs on the lateral side. If we take a cross section, we can see the here in this diagram, these are shown two lungs and the mediastinum in between the two lungs are shown. Anterior to the mediastinum is the presence of a manubrium of the sternum, that is the anterior sternal bone of the rib cage, and posterior to the mediastinal cavity is the thoracic vertebrae that are running in a parallel manner. So this middle part, that is the mediastinal cavity, is between the lungs and the sternum and the thoracic vertebrae. This mediastinum, if we see laterally, is divided into the three parts. Now, if we take a broad classification of the mediastinum, that is extending from the superior thoracic aperture, the opening through the first thoracic rib is the superior thoracic aperture till the diaphragm, that is the lower level of the mediastinal cavity. So, between the thoracic aperture and the diaphragm, superiorly and inferiorly and anteriorly, there is a sternum, posteriorly is the thoracic vertebrae. This is a limit of the mediastinum. When this mediastinum is going to divide by a line, that is an imaginary line that is starting from the sternal cavity, that is the manubrium of the sternum, till the intervertebral disc between the T4 and the T5 vertebrae. This line is called as the, you can say this is a thoracic line or the interthoracic plane, and this transverse thoracic plane is also called as the sternal angle. That is a major angle for the division of the two thoracic apertures that we call as the two cavities that are formed after the division through the sternal angle. The superior cavity that is superior to the sternal angle is we called as the superior mediastinum. The inferior to the sternal angle is the inferior mediastinum. In this video, we will go in particular to discuss the parts of the inferior mediastinum and the contents of the inferior mediastinum. The superior mediastinum is going to discuss in a separate video of the superior mediastinal cavity. Now, if we divide the inferior mediastinum into again the three parts, this division of the inferior mediastinum is because of the large middle mediastinal cavity that is also called as the pericardial cavity, which contain the heart. So this middle mediastinum is going to divide the inferior mediastinum into the three parts, that is anterior to the middle mediastinum is the anterior mediastinal cavity, posterior to the middle mediastinum is called as the posterior mediastinal cavity. And this way the inferior mediastinum is divided into the anterior mediastinum, the middle mediastinum and the posterior mediastinum. Now coming to the contents of these three mediastinum one by one. In the anterior mediastinum, what we can see is the presence of the thymus gland and the presence of a ligament. Here it is shown the presence of the ligament and the presence of thymus, and this is the anterior view of the heart. In this diagram, you can clearly be explained how the mediastinum is divided anteriorly. If we see the thoracic cavity anteriorly, first is the anterior mediastinum that come in our view. So the anterior mediastinum containing the contents, that is the thymus gland, and it is producing the T3 and T4 and some of the lymphocytes. Then the thymus gland, posterior to the thymus gland is a presence of a ligament that is attaching the sternum, that is the bone that we have discussed in the bony cavity of the thoracic cage. The sternum is connected with the pericardium by a sternopericardial ligament. The sternopericardial ligament will be between the pericardial cavity, that is the middle mediastinum, and the sternum bone. So the sternopericardial ligament and the thymus are the two contents present in the anterior mediastinum. Also, some of the major lymph nodes are also present in the anterior mediastinum. Now, if we remove this thymus or the anterior mediastinum, we will come to the middle mediastinum. If we take the middle mediastinum that I have discussed in the introduction, that the middle mediastinum contain the pericardium, and this pericardial cavity is divided into two pericardial spaces, that is the serous pericardium and the fibrous pericardium. The fibrous pericardium is covering the whole heart, and inside the fibrous pericardium and serous pericardium there is a fluid that is we call as the pericardial fluid that is going to cover the heart. The heart, there is a major structure in the middle mediastinum and its accessory structures are present in the middle mediastinum. So if we take this diagram, there are two views that we can see is the anterior mediastinum, and if we remove the anterior mediastinum, we can see the middle mediastinum containing the pericardium with the associated structures. Here you can see the associated structures of the heart. Now, what is in the posterior mediastinum, that is posterior to the pericardial cavity but anterior to the vertebrae. From the vertebrae level T5 till T12, there is an extension of posterior mediastinum. Now we are going to see what is present in the posterior mediastinum if we remove the heart from this thoracic cavity. Here you can see in this diagram there is a removal of the heart from anterior side, and if we remove the heart from anterior side, this is the thoracic wall we can see posteriorly, and this is the posterior mediastinal cavity. So what are the contents of the posterior mediastinal cavity? This posterior mediastinal cavity contains the aorta, that is the thoracic aorta. Here you can see this thoracic aorta having the ascending branch, the arch of aorta, and the descending aorta, that is called as the thoracic aorta. The other structure is, we can see, is the thoracic duct. Here you can see this is the small thoracic duct that is a continuation of the tracheobrachial lymph nodes. Then we can also see some of the lymph nodes that you can see here are the bronchial lymph nodes, and they are the tracheobronchial lymph nodes. We can see the aorta, we can see the esophagus, we can also see the trachea, and we can see some of the azygous and the hemiazygous veins in this structure, where they will be hanging and drain into the thoracic duct, that drain into the azygous or hemiazygous vein, and then they drain into the subclavian or the brachiocephalic vein. So some of these structures are present in the posterior compartment of the mediastinum. So this was a general explanation about the structures present in the anterior compartment, the middle compartment, that is the pericardium, and the mediastinum, and in the posterior mediastinum. Here you can see the structures that we have discussed are the aorta, the thoracic aorta, thoracic duct, and certain structures. Then comes the vertebrae level. So this part, starting from the superior thoracic epicycle till the diaphragm, is the mediastinum, and we have discussed the contents of the inferior mediastinum, that is divided into anterior mediastinum, the middle mediastinum, and the posterior mediastinum. I hope you will be explained well. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more, and don't forget to comment below.